Hello people, my name is Marslane and welcome to the new episode of City Skylines, Fluffen Paradise, episode 35 this time. In this episode I am going to be building the downtown area for Fluffenville. I am mainly just doing the road layout and finding spots for the high-rise buildings, so no decorating in this one. The main attraction of the downtown will be the Willis Tower from USA, Chicago, and all other buildings will be surrounding it. Also, after finishing the layout of the downtown, I am going to be extending the train routes from the main train line to the new Fluffenville Downtown by adding 4 train stations there. I ended up deleting some part of the metro system and also some part of the regular tramway. I will try to find better positions for the stations in the next episode. This episode took me a lot of trial and error. I tried many different designs before I managed to come up with a final design which was worthy for publishing. In this episode at first I thought of just making the city without any extra land terraforming, but I ended up extending some of the land into the sea, which allowed me to make the downtown bigger and a little bit nicer. Now I am able to get bigger spacing between buildings and can add more parks and other things later. I am planning to build another apartment complex area next to the high-rises by using the similar style as in episode 33. But I will be using higher buildings to fit the high-rise theme. That will be built in the next episode maybe. But for the seaside I haven't yet come up with a solid plan how to create it, what assets to use and what other types of things to make there. In this episode I won't be doing a full episode length commentary sadly, because I kept changing things very often in the video that it would have just been very confusing for everyone to understand what I was trying to build and what I wanted to achieve in the end. So now I let you relax and enjoy the video and music. Also don't forget to like and subscribe if you love the content, and if you think otherwise then you know what to do. I am out, peace, and see you in the next episode.
love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. backs whenever our foes come by. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. Castles and dragons, the battle begins tonight. Are you with me? This is our kingdom and we won't run tonight. We are a team. Castles and dragons, the battle begins tonight. Are you with me? This is our kingdom and we won't run tonight. We are a team. We can do anything together if we just try. And as long as we have our backs whenever our foes come by. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces.